Live Aid saved Philadelphia and saved the reputation. There was a group called Move, and they were a group made of African Americans. And the mayor was trying to get this group out of the house that they were living in. The mayor had ordered a bomb dropped on this house, and it went up in flames, and it went up the street, down the street, burn out the whole area. There were several people killed. This was a horrific thing.
The city of Philadelphia erupted into warfare this week. At week's end, at least 11 people were dead, a neighborhood had been destroyed, and the way a city looks at itself had been changed, perhaps forever.
I lived in that neighborhood, played in that neighborhood, and the closeness wasn't lost on me. So now, a month or so later, I get a call from Bill Graham asking me if I would be involved in the show. Well, it was just such a unbelievable, fascinating concept. I said, the only place that we could do this at is Philadelphia. And Bob asked me why, and I said, well, this is the city, the cradle of liberty. This is where we had the Independence Hall, we had the Liberty Bell, and if you aren't going to take the country back, this is the place to do it. We only had 5 weeks to do this. I didn't have the city's permission to do the show, so I went to see the mayor. The mayor turned us down, just flat out didn't understand what we were doing, just turned us down. And I'm saying, holy shit, now what do I do? I convinced everybody to go to Philadelphia, to have confidence in me, and to pull this thing off. So I decided we're going ahead. We're just going to do this thing, and screw it. We'll work it. We'll make this work. So I went to the city representative and the cultural affairs, and I said, look, this has got to, we have to do this. This is no turning back. I'm putting this show on. And by the way, I'm not paying any rent. This is for free. For free. I said, this is all for a charity. This is for a social cause. And everybody in the world should have some social consciousness. And finally, there was the city managing director, Jim White, another African American, and he said, he went to the mayor and he says, we have to do this show. This is so important. It was important to the city because they had just bombed the city street, the whole street. So how do you try to erase that from people's minds and do something positive? The scheduling was insane. Groups that hadn't spoken to each other in years reformed. Led Zeppelin, the Beach Boys, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Pink Floyd, were getting back together. So they got Bob's message, and it was just. It was a just cause. It was a brilliant idea, as I mentioned before, not that necessarily for the cause, but to raise social consciousness, which then again Live 8 did as well. It was about social consciousness. Do good, be good, think good, good things can happen. We need it more than ever in the world at these crazy times.